We'll go around the table. 1, should body count matter? 2, what's your body count?
It shouldn't matter, and I don't keep a body count.
Range of how many people you've had sexual intercourse with?
But I just like write it down on a list every time I have sex with
No,
someone.
but you could think, well, there was that guy, there was her, that guy. Like, you know, you can get a reasonable estimate. Reasonable estimate.
Nothing ever comes to
10
mind.
to 20. You could do a range, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. Less than 100, more than 100. There's...
I don't know. Less than 100?
Oh, okay, that's helpful. So 0 to 99.
0 to 100.
Yeah, 0 to 99. You guys can figure out from there because I don't fucking know either.
We have a rule on this podcast. If you give a range, we have to assume it's the higher end. We have to assume, like, if you say 1 to 50,
If
we
you
have to
say
say 50.
so.
It's 50 then.
Okay, if you say so.
Do you want to just tell us the body count?
No, because I don't keep track. I don't have like a notes
Is it
app.
more, here, let me ask you, is it more than 10?
Ballpark.
Yeah.
More than 10? More than 20?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Were you on Xanax
No,
for most
why
of these
do
encounters?
I know?
Or?
I've been having sex since I was 17.
Okay. All right, what about you?
I don't think it's important, but mine is 4.
Okay. Does body count matter? What's your body count?
I think, you know, like sometimes, you know, it can be just kind of dependent. If you're getting into a serious relationship, for me, I want them to be extremely loyal.
Mm-hmm.
If they're exhibiting qualities, you know, right before we're getting into something, they're still talking to people, they're doing a lot of hookups, just because I don't do that. Like, I personally wouldn't want that in my partner.
Sure.
For my body count, that's only between me and my future partner, but I will give you that it's a single digit. You can count it on a single hand, just so nobody gets any ideas, but I don't personally.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No, I don't think body count matters. I haven't asked the man what his body count was in years. I think it's more so if someone's being safe and getting tested regularly and what their views are on sex. But I do prefer monogamy, but...
Okay, so it doesn't matter. So what's your body count?
I don't know. I don't keep track of it either.
Range? More than 10?
See?
Because like, I don't know.
Stop.
I'm old. Like I don't keep track of
You're
that
old?
shit.
How old are
I
you?
am 25.
That's not that old.
I don't know. I'm 25. I lost my virginity at 19. Like.
Okay, 6 years. 6 years.
Yeah.
So
Why are you
what?
looking at me like that?
Yeah, for real.
Give us-
I'm just sitting here.
More than 20?
No.
Come on, be honest. If you've lost count, it's more than 20.
No, I just don't feel the need to keep track of that shit. I'm not gonna like.
Yeah.
But you can, okay, like if I'm trying to remember all the concerts I've been to, I can start counting, okay, I went to that Pearl Jam concert, I went to see this band. I might forget a couple of the bands I've seen. Oh, I forgot I went to the Warped Tour, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
There might be a few you forget, but you can start, okay, there was Roberto, there was Bartholomew, there was there was Cornelius. You can start remembering the names or
like,
the encounters.
I don't hook up a lot anymore like I used to.
Anymore, but you used to hook up a
I
lot.
don't think body count defines who you are in present time.
So 50?
No.
Come on. Just start start naming the dudes.
I'm not gonna name dudes.
Here, how many?
Not name
How much
dropping.
in the military? Just in the military. How many in the military?
Like 10.
10 in the military.
Yeah.
And how long were you in the military for?
A year.
Okay, so we're gonna do the math here. So 10 in a year, lost her virginity at 19.
Yeah.
She's now 25. 10 per year, 19, 20, 21, 22,
Well, it's not
23,
10 per
24,
year.
25.
I
70
I haven't even fucked 10 guys this year or last year or the year before that. So like my
total?
Like what?
Right, but maybe you got all the numbers at,
I just started hooking up less the last few years. So I just changed my mindset on shit.
But
You're doing like a 10 per year average.
No, you're like
10 per year. What? Okay, so
Yeah, 10 per year average, what he's saying.
But you could have done like 30 at 19 or 20.
Right.
okay.
Does that sound accurate?
No.
You want it? Okay. All right. Range 20 to 30, 40 to 50. What do we?
There's not that much, all right? I'll just leave it at that.
All right. What about you?
My body count is 3, and it absolutely does matter. That's why so many women don't want to answer the question, and that's why they lie about their body count, because inherently they know that it does matter, and it affects your ability to pair bond.
Do you think that
Hot
I'm
fire.
lying about not remembering it?
Based.
I didn't say you were. I was just saying most women do.
No,
I lied.
absolutely believe
I definitely
that
lied.
you don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 100%, I believe
you.
that.
But I knew that someone was gonna say something anyway, so I was gonna be. I'm gonna say.
That's
it.
why they say you should times it by 3. I'm not lying, though.
Good for you,
by 3,
girl.
and that's the real number.
I hope you find a good man.
Me too.
I think body count matters, especially for men. I think that it matters more for men than it does for women. Respectfully, I'm not going to share my body count. It's
Okay. All right.
between my husband and I and God.
Sure.
Low enough to get married, though. So
Low enough to get married. So are you saying that if it's too
And the white
high,
dress.
if it's
I've
too
been
high,
engaged.
can the woman no longer get married, or will it make it more difficult for her?
no, I absolutely think that she can still get married. I think that it will be more difficult, and I think that's going to narrow down the demographic of the type of man that she's going to get. Doesn't have to be so harsh, doesn't have to be so hurtful, but you absolutely have a choice, and you can regret the things that you've done too, and choose not to act that way in the future, and procure a man that can value you.
Sure.
Amen.
I agree with that
So-
completely.
You guys can respect her decision to not disclose it, but you like want to come on me and her for not wanting to
No,
disclose
yeah.
it.
But it's just because
She's
her.
married, though, too, to be
Doesn't
fair.
Oh yeah, but that's because That's because she has a husband. But
Well,
Wait
some
a minute,
people
I,
on the-
I
keep hers
actually
private,
said
but we
I'm not
can't keep
going to
ours.
disclose it. You kind of
Yeah,
gave
and-
them the curiosity, so that opens up the conversation to them diving into what the
Exactly.
I
number
said I
is.
also wasn't
Exactly.
going to disclose it.
I was about to say that.
I said I wasn't good. I don't want to, I don't want to disclose it. And then you said, just give me an estimate. Just give me an estimate. So then I made one up.
I'm
and
not
then you
sure
went,
if that's
oh,
the
so
first
it's
thing
She
one
you
gave
out
an
of-
estimate, though. She said it's low enough to get married, and she
Yeah, you said you don't
yeah.
know, so then I started, well, I mean, what
Well,
about
I lied.
range? You lied?
At
You
least
lied?
you can admit it. I respect that.
You lied as in it's higher than 15? About?
I honestly don't keep track. I lost my virginity, and I've
Okay. So you
like
think
I
it's
don't
probably-
I don't
probably
think it's
higher.
I don't think it's
probably
that
higher.
high. I think it's around like 15. But
I think a lot of girls don't count certain bodies. Like sometimes if it's a one night stand, you won't even count that. If the sex was bad, you won't count that. If it was just head, you won't count
no,
that.
I'm trying to count.
Counts.
I like
Oh, yeah,
don't
like
even
counting.
want to disclose, but I think
counting
it's
head.
funny. But it's like
Multiplied by 3,
ballpark
and that's the real
15,
number.
20 or something like that.
15, 20, 25, maybe.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
trying to be as honest
30.
as possible, genuinely.
the honesty's
like,
good.
but
Honesty
I did
is-
lie about like, yeah, because it's definitely
Honesty.
higher than 15, but like ballpark.
Word. Andrew, any thoughts on body count? You got any thoughts?
I've already seen this clip of him talking about it.
Wait, what?
I think I've seen that. It was you, right?
What?
In the clip of you going on some girl because you were okay. Maybe it wasn't you. Never mind.
You got thoughts on body count? Does
I thought I seen him talk about body
matter,
count
Andrew
already.
Wilson?
Yeah, it matters a lot. Especially seems to it doesn't seem to matter so much on men, interestingly enough. But
I'm glad you mentioned that because
men take it seriously when it comes to women, though. So women
because they don't
seem-
want to imagine their holes getting railed. That's why men don't like that.
Well, no. See, what it is actually is that women don't care. They have a selection bias. So what happens is if men have not slept with a woman, women think there's something wrong with him. It enters into a red flag area for them.
No, I love
Not
I
only is
love
that
a
true-
virgin. I literally love a virgin. That's just not true.
Not only is it
Fake
true,
news.
but there's empirical.
It's not.
There's empirical
literally-
evidence
taken,
it's true.
I've taken 2 virginities as an adult, like adult men.
Mhm.
I've taken
Yes, but that
virginities.
whatever your personal experience is doing something, that
I
doesn't
know, but it's
mean
like- it's so-
that doesn't
Let him
mean that
finish,
it's
let him finish.
applicable
Okay.
to everybody
Sorry.
else, right? Doesn't mean it's applicable
I
to
mean,
everybody
I
else. So
think-
what we find is seemingly just it seems this way that men tend to value virtue and chastity in women a lot more than women value chastity in men.
I would have to disagree.
Based on what?
Disagree,
Because I
disagree
there's-
about what?
There's
specifically?
the chastity and like women don't care about chastity. Men. I don't want to date a hoe, like a guy who's had. Like,
But I mean, so this is what I mean by like the subjective metric, right? If a guy had had slept with 2 women versus he had slept with 10 women,
yeah.
what difference does that make to you?
None.
Then you just made my point for you, or for me. Because if you don't care between the 2 to 10, which you said you didn't, if I asked
That
you,
means that I'm saying that I don't think body count for men.
no,
matters
that's
unless-
not. You're rephrasing the answer. I asked you specifically if a man, right, has slept with 2 women or 10 women,
I'm too
right?
tired
And
for
what does
this.
it matter? And you said it doesn't matter. Right. That's my whole point. It doesn't matter to you, the person who said it matters, but to men,
Yeah.
that matters.
I mean, like I guess, yeah, it can matter on both sides. Like if the body count is high,
I think there's
To
a
me-
psychological difference too.
yeah.
With sex, men treat sex more of a physical thing.
Yeah.
Women, it's more of a mental.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
What?
That's why it affects us so much.
I
That's why
mean,
body count matters.
Grid 1, he's just asking, what do you offer in a relationship?
Other than
The
3
language is a little
holes.
strong. I don't want to repeat it, but well, this I think he also sent a question earlier on asking what are they. Oh, I think he also asked what are they looking for in a relationship. I mean, I agree with Andrew here on this one, though. Like, generally speaking, I would say men care far more about body count than do women. I'm not, again, are there women that would prefer men that are non-promiscuous? Absolutely. Perhaps a lot of women don't want to date a promiscuous man, but I would argue that generally speaking, women care far less about a man's sexual past in so much
Yeah.
as if he's slept with a lot of women. I think most women, it's not as big of a deal as it is to men.
Why?
But I haven't heard like anyone ask me that since high school. Like that's so like it's just such a amateur question. Like if a grown man, I'd be honest, but like if a grown man and I were like getting into a relationship or something, and he was saying, "What's your body count?" Hey yo, what's your body count? I'd be
You think
like,
it's immature?
I think it's just like immature. I don't think
Are
it's
you
like
the paragon of maturity? Did I use that
No,
word
I'm not.
right?
I'm not the
Paragon? Did I use that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I just think it's like a odd. I mean, because like if they don't see me actively like being a hoe or a slut or something, like I
Your
just don't
past
understand why
matters.
would
The
like.
reason that it's ingrained in men. to
Is
note
it because it's
this-
like an insecurity
No,
of
it's not
who's better?
insecurity. I'm going to tell you
I don't
why.
like to use the insecurity thing,
It's
but
not-
like
it's not because of any of that. It's because of paternity. It's because of paternity. So how could men previous to paternity tests have more assurance that their offspring was theirs?
but like
No. Answer my question. Don't ask a question. Answer it.
That's why you
Do
can
you
have
think that
4
monogamy
wives as
might be a
Muslim.
really good way to help ensure that your offspring
yeah,
was yours?
when you're
Right.
when you're in a relationship, yeah, but
so one of
why
the things
would
that
the
you can point to look at to determine this is if a woman's sleeping with a lot of different men, that she's probably
But
not
there's
going
a-
to be monogamous,
and
and so
there-
therefore your assurance is your offspring's going to be yours far lower.
Well, more likely if like I've just a lot of like hoe men date hoe women, so it's like
What does that have to do with my point? What does that have to do with
I
anything
don't
just
know.
said?
You're like coming.
Nude, bikini, or full nude pictures of you online for free. Let's not lie, your pics are leaked, or by paying $5 to 15 one time. Why would I ever marry you? Already gave the secret away.
Already gave the secret away. Thank you, Jacama. Appreciate it.
You don't know what it feels
Wait,
like. Though.
which
What
which
feels
one on
like?
the panel?
The whole
The pussy.
pussy.
You think that's the
The
primary?
fresh breast in your mouth. You don't know what
You,
it tastes
you think?
like.
Do you think that's the primary reason a man wants to marry a woman is her pussy or
I
her
would hope
tits?
not. I would hope not.
Okay, so your response to Jacama kind of falls flat there.
It's more about being with, I think, is what I responded to, but the marriage is like,
Okay.